Inspiration means different things to different people, but for Hajiya Hadiza Mamman Vatsa, the national coordinator of the national agenda for Greater Asiwaju Naga, is a committed and dedicated supporter of the APC's presidential flag bearer, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, popularly known as Jagaban. She believes humility, admiration, and proven track records seals her conviction. The National Agenda for Greater Asiwaju Naga is a political support organization that caters to refocus the heart of Nigerians at the grassroots to rethink their presidential choice ahead of the 2023 election.
On your mandate, we shall stand.
The organization knocks at the door of the grassroots, empowering the poor masses, less privileged and the downtrodden, for one reason: to deliver Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as Nigeria's next president. In an interview with Political Square on Social Plus Africa TV, Hajiya Hadiza Vatsa reassured the public that the APC flag bearer would serve them a balanced diet rather than the Aguado mantra. She advocates voting for experience and quality leadership.
Naga is all about Asiwaju. You can see the name of the Naga is National Agenda for Greater Asiwaju Naga, knocking on the door. You know what I mean when I say knocking on the door? I reach out to people because of the love I have for Asiwaju personally. Naga has done a lot that I cannot even explain myself, but the whole world is watching. Whatever you are doing is on air. And we move around this state to make sure we empower the youth. The grassroots is what matters. Everything about Asiwaju, grassroots.
Let's talk about the man Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his presidential ambition.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu is somebody that anybody would like to humiliate with. He have the capacity, he's a complete gentleman, and he has empowered a lot of people. That is what encouraged me to do what I'm doing for him. I donate this office for him for the presidential campaign. So if you ask me more about Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he can take a security man to make him a minister. Such person is, you would like to humiliate with him.
You're a woman. And what do you think other women should learn and do ahead of the elections too as well?
A lot of women, they are supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu because Bola Ahmed Tinubu is somebody that he have human feeling. When we are talking of human feeling, somebody that when he saw you, he doesn't care where you come from. So I have reached out to thousands of women out there. That's why I'm empowering them. Bola Ahmed Tinubu government is not for rice. It's not for Eba. It's not for I don't know, you know?
Cassava, yeah?
Cassava. This is a digital man. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is balanced diet. Yeah. We will give people balanced diet. That's why we are reaching out to people. We are empowering people. I just donate machine for art and culture in headquarters. This is federal capital. So I reach out to the youth to empower them. Sewing machine, organizer, grinding machine, hairdresser. That is what I'll be doing for 36 states. So I am doing what I'm doing for Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Shetima because of his humility, because of his capacity. We are the people to support him. He has done a lot for people. And I know it will take Nigeria to better.
What is your advice, since as a grassroots woman, what is your advice to women?
Bola Ahmed Tinubu, if you vote him, any woman or man that vote Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he will never regret. I am assuring my fellow women to come out in masses and vote Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a president of Federal Republic of Nigeria, which is going to be elected by the power of God. I see some rumors going on. who cannot eat good food cannot give you good food. Bola Ahmed Tinubu eat good food. So he can give Nigeria good food. A lot of people never understand Jagaban. Jagaban have a strategy. I am a deputy director of PCC, artisan and technician. As a deputy director, I am doing my role already. Have you ever seen a president that he has no win election? I am spending my money. Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not give me money to do what I'm doing. I am doing it because of his humility. I am trying to reach out to people to tell them who cannot eat good food, he cannot give you good food. Why? If I cannot eat good food, I cannot help, I cannot empower people. So they appointed us as a deputy director of PCC. I am busy going to 36 states, empowering people. Is it easy with my own money? Because of the love we have for him. And we know that he will take Nigeria to better place. Everything you are seeing today, it will be a thing of past. I am assuring you. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is somebody that he will never forget what we have done for him. So I am begging Nigerians to come out. What is happening in the country now is the country is a little bit shaking because of some people cannot withdraw common 2,000 from your account. That is a bad news. But we know that we know what is going on. I am not the one to say it. And what is happening here, what will be, it will be. They have done this before. I know that God have the final say. Because Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the right candidate. And no any other person. Because these people, they are there before. Go to Lagos. How many ministers? Vice President today is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Empower him. What he put him there, he does not care. Even when they betray him, he still stand. Because of his humility, my sister, come on. He's somebody that I don't need to beg Nigeria to come out. They should come out and vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They will eat balanced diet. No cassava, no gari. We are past that level. This is Bola Jagaban government 2023. It's not President Muhammadu Buhari. President Muhammadu Buhari is about to, is ongoing already. So we are talking of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Shetima. I believe in Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I'm begging Nigerians, all the women, to come out in masses as a deputy director of artisan and technician. I know that they know me. I'm a woman of integrity. I don't miss words. They will enjoy. They will live better life. Their children will go to better school. Everything will be smooth. Thank you. I love giving naturally. I want to be frank with you. If I have my way, if God blesses me more, I will reach out to people. Even after the election, I will continue to do the same thing. Imagine a woman come there with a twins. She come personally to me. He say, I am down. I have 2 children. I don't know that I'm going to give birth to a twins. I collect her number. I am happy to reach out to people. I love giving. I am happy doing what I'm doing for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to reach out to the people, because that is what Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that is his style. When you do, see, it's not amount of the money you have in the bank. Not that I cannot use all this money that I am using around to reach out to people. I am doing it because I love to give and to help the less privileged. Because the grassroots is most important thing. Those minority people, they are the ones to come out to vote. I dance with them because somebody is asking me, no, why are you dancing with them? I say, who am I? I'm nobody. but we need their vote. Why can't they come close to you? So Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to show you the government is going to be a different government.
Praising the efforts and antecedents of the Naga's national coordinator on a visit to the organization's headquarters in Abuja, the director and deputy director of the APC Presidential Campaign Council Committee on Artisans and Technicians North Central, Professor Stephen Ocheni and Princess Ataka Ajana, lended their voices on the objective and goal of the Presidential Campaign Council and the role of women and much more why young people should vote Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
My committee was inaugurated immediately it was constituted in October. Our cardinal objective is to mobilize this category of skilled Nigerians towards the success of our presidential campaign of All Progressives Congress to ensure the victory of our own incoming president, Asiwaju Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Shetima. Mobilizing this category of Nigerians. When we talk of artisans and technicians, you agree with me that the bulk of our population fall into that category, where you have the electricians, you have the carpenters, you have the barbers, you have the hairdressers, you have the welders, and a host of them in different communities, particularly at the rural area. Election, like I've always told people, is mobilization at the grassroots, not at the state capital or at the FCT. Because all of us are from different villages. That's the truth of it all. When you go down to the grassroots to mobilize these people, then of course you have done actual mobilization. And that's what we are doing. And as I speak, we have our state offices in the 6 states in the North Central, in the 6 states of the North Central. And our objective, what we intend to do, is for us to organize meetings or rallies with these categories of technicians one by one, group by group. When we had said today is for barbers, we can combine barbers with hairdressers. Tomorrow we could say maybe welders, and then carpenters. So that is how we intend to go in all the states of the Federation. And that's how we have been doing. That's the way I think we can do effective mobilization, category by category. Thank you.
Thank you. When you talk about effective mobilizations, Nigerians want to know exactly, want to pinpoint things you have done, your organization has done, particularly ahead of the polls, which is in a few weeks to come.
That is where you find my deputy director, very relevant in this area, through the agency for the Asiwaju campaign and the national agenda for the victory of Asiwaju, which he is championing, which he is the head, had made provisions for some of these tools that will enable this category of artisans to function, like provision of sewing machines, barbing equipment, welders, providing them with their necessary tools, like shoemakers and all the rest. So it's not just interfacing with them alone. We're trying to do everything possible to mobilize them either ways as well.
Why are you passionate about Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
No, it is very clear. He has distinguished himself in the art of governance, particularly the role he has played, his achievement in Lagos State. When somebody is tested and trusted, then of course you have reason to back him. He will bring the same experience to bear in running the affairs of the country.
There are other organizations. There are other, well, they come together in support of the incoming president, like you say. Why is your organization, why is yours different from others?
No, mine is different because my committee is targeted towards a particular trade, identifying Nigerians that fall within this trade and how best to mobilize them and then encourage them to do better in their field of endeavor. When we talk of private sector development, it is from these particular categories of Nigerians, by encouraging them, that we can develop the private sector.
Our boss at Naga, Hajiya Hadiza Mamman, is someone who is very passionate about the downtrodden. She's passionate about those professionals, the artisans, and she was made the deputy director of artisans and technicians in the Presidential Campaign Council. And then she sat down and thought about how we can, take it away from the usual, methods of campaign. Life is beyond sharing monies and rice and wrappers to people. Say, okay, this group of people she has been directed to manage. Let's see how we can help them to carry the campaign further. We've been to nooks and crannies of this country, distributing sewing machines, grinding machines. You have the vulcanizing machine as well as the hairdressing machines. And these are the people we're targeting. We're telling them, there's going to be hope for you all when Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu becomes president of Nigeria come 2023. So we've been doing that everywhere we have campaigns. And she has also ensured that she's on ground herself to see these beneficiaries and ensure that they're not just party faithfuls, but those you can woo into, voting for Asiwaju and getting people around them to vote for Asiwaju as well. So we're in Kwara State, we're in Niger, we're in Bauchi State, and, a lot of them like that.
You're a young woman and passionate. Let's see where the emergence of an Asiwaju presidency, what will it do for your generation?
As a Friday that is going to be interesting. You start seeing the signs from Wednesday. If you look around Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you will see that he has given a level playground for the young people. I am one of the official MCs of the campaign council. It didn't used to happen in Nigeria before. We're used to seeing the old folks, the old faces. I'm under 40 and I'm one of the forerunners, in the campaign. I'm even in the leadership cadre. We have someone who is as young as 26 years old in the leadership cadre of the PCC. So that's the man who believes in youth. He believes in the potentials of the young generation. And he also believes that the youths of today, how you empower them, will determine the kind of leaders they'll be tomorrow. And that's why you see his children, coming forward. His son, Shetima Tinubu, is less than 42. He's less than 40. This man empowered him when he was way younger. And today he is also pulling other youth together. So when we see what he has done for his son, what he's doing for his family members who are young, the contemporaries of his children, we know there is hope for every youth out there. We know.
What's your message for the electorate, especially the young people?
I like to tell the young people that the time is now. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is popularly called the King of Boys. He's the Baba for the boys. And by so saying, I want everyone to believe in the dreams that he has for Nigerian youth and just key into it. Ensure we come out in our numbers, Emmas, because we are the larger voting population. So we know the populace out there who have voters card, who have collected their voters card, are youth. So when we tell them, this man has promised us that we're going to have our places, not just appointive positions, but he is also going to ensure that in elective positions, youth are carried along, men and women alike.
The emergence of Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Shetima, the APC presidential flag bearers, is seen to make unarguable impacts in the lives of many Nigerians. One of such is Hajiya Vatsa, the convener of Naga, a move that is described as the first of its kind with over 20 campaign offices in different states of the Federation, just to ensure that Bola Ahmed Tinubu emerges victorious at the polls. Her office as Deputy Director of the Presidential Campaign Council Committee on Artisans and Technicians North Central is indicative of her commitment to hard work